Hello, everybody, and welcome back to English with Gemma, where we turn English practice into progress. Today's mini-sode is actually going to be mini. The past couple of mini-sodes have been kind of long, and I apologize about that. The whole idea of these mini episodes was to give you guys an option of shorter form content. And I'm really bad at doing that because I like to talk a lot. So I do apologize, and I promise that today's mini-sode will actually be mini. But like, can I just say something? This has nothing to do with today's topic, but I just did the update on my iPhone, and I don't know how many of you are iPhone users, but I'm really disappointed in this update. I don't really like change in general, if I'm being honest. But I really hate this update. It's iOS 26, which makes me feel so old and so, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. I literally remember when the iOS, which is the operating system of the iPhone, I remember iOS 10, iOS 15, and now we're on the software update iOS 26. And I'm just like, dude, how did that happen? Like, where did the time go? But, anyways, I really don't like it because a lot of things have changed, like aesthetically, like the way that things look have changed. And it's really annoying to me because the buttons are all different. The bubbles. Oliver, no, baby. Sorry, my cat is just screaming. Maybe he also doesn't like the update on the iPhone. But the bubbles, like the buttons that show your passcode and just the buttons, like they're not physical buttons, they're like graphic buttons, but they really bother me. It looks super cartoonish and just like unprofessional. I think it just looks really like silly. I don't think it looks sleek or professional in any way. I feel like I don't know what they were trying to do, if they were just trying to have more fun with the design, but I literally hate it. And I'm so annoyed because I know I'm just going to have to get used to it. Like, as consumers of technology, we really have no say over how our phones look or function. So I don't know. That was just my little rant, my little frustration. Maybe you guys have done that update on your iPhone and you feel the same. Or if you haven't done the update, I would hold off. I would postpone as long as possible because it's not good, in my opinion. But that's not what we're talking about today. Today, we're talking about weird food combinations. I am someone who really likes to combine two foods that don't necessarily really go together. I've done it since I was young. I don't think anything that I do is too crazy. I know there's some really crazy food combos out there, but one thing that I really like is like sweet and salty. So, like, I've always really liked apples with peanut butter, or apples with cheese, or grapes with cheese, grapes with ham, or some type of like meat. Like, whenever I have a salty thing, I just want to combine it with sweet. And I don't think that's weird at all. I think a lot of people can relate and like that. I really like things like peanut butter and bacon, for example. There's like donuts in Madrid. There's a donut place. I don't remember what it's called. Oh yes, I do. Delish vegan donuts. They're vegan. It wasn't real bacon, so it was like fake bacon, but it was very real tasting. And basically, it was a donut with normal frosting glaze on the top, like sugar, then peanut butter and bacon. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't like peanut butter, that just get lost because you're not going to understand the vibes here. But I'm a huge peanut butter fan. Huge. I love that stuff. I can't get enough of it. And if it's combined with something salty, that is totally my cup of tea. So, another thing, this is where it's getting a little bit more weird, is peanut butter and pickles. And please don't judge me. I know what you're probably thinking. Like, what did she just say? Yes, a pickle, and just get that pickle out of the jar, scoop it into a peanut butter. I mean, you can just do it straight in the jar, but like, let's not be too crazy. You can also use a spoon if you want to be sophisticated and elegant. But yeah, pickles and peanut butter. It's a lot of pregnant women have this craving. A craving, it's like when you really want to eat something. Um, I've never been pregnant, but I love peanut butter and pickles. I don't do it very often though. It's not like a thing that I'm like, "Ooh, I'm going to eat this as a snack." It's kind of more like a special occasion vibe. Like I don't just go into the fridge and start eating pickles and peanut butter. I can't explain like why or when I do it. It's just something that like I get a very specific craving sometimes. Something that I it's on my list here is like something I've never tried and I don't understand, but I know it exists because I've seen it on TV, I've seen it in cooking shows, in like very high-end fancy restaurants. I have no idea why, but prawns or shrimp, the seafood, and chocolate. I wish I was kidding right now. Like that for me is just taking the sweet and salty combo too far, in my opinion. I just think seafood and chocolate, like even just thinking about it, kind of is triggering my gag reflex a little bit. Like that for me is just so past the point of necessary. Like, why are we shrimp and cocktail sauce, shrimp and this little, tomato dip? Like, hell yeah. But why are we combining chocolate with shrimp? I don't think I would eat. I am a type of person where I'm very open minded and I would try anything. But like, I don't think I can get behind that. I don't think I could even bring myself to try it. Could you? Would you? I would like to know. Let me know in the comments below if you would try shrimp and chocolate. Another one that's on my list here is French fries dipped in ice cream. This is a classic, especially if you've grown up in kind of an Americanized culture like me. I am from Bermuda, which is a British colony, but we do have a lot of Americanisms, a lot of American things. And one of them, I guess, is getting a fast food meal, for example, from McDonald's or KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Actually, in Bermuda, we don't have McDonald's, but we do have KFC. And you get like a vanilla milkshake or half and half, which is vanilla and chocolate mixed together. Or in Bermuda, we call it a black and white. Black and white milkshake is chocolate and vanilla, black and white. So you get a black and white milkshake, you get your French fries, which obviously are salty and yummy. And in Bermuda, we even put something called seasoning salt on our French fries, which is like a red colored salt that has seasoning. It has more spices than just salt. And you get a little bit of French fries, a little bit of seasoning salt on top. Oh my God, my mouth is like watering just thinking about it. It's so good. And it gives me like nostalgic memories of my childhood. I was not the type of kid that was allowed to have fast food or junk food very often. So when we were allowed, it was a very special occasion, and I have like very fond and specific memories because it didn't really happen that often for me, unfortunately, or fortunately, because now as an adult I have quite healthy eating habits. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. You take the French fry, you open up your milkshake, and you just dip that French fry into that milkshake and you just eat it. And that there's something about the combination of the creamy, chocolatey or vanilla-y flavor of the milkshake and the saltiness of the French fry, and it just takes it, it just elevates it a level above simply eating your hamburger and French fry and then taking a sip of your milkshake. You know, you get that flavor combination when you do that. But when you take that French fry and you dip him in the milkshake, you're really living on the edge. You're just going wild, you know. You're kind of doing something new. And there's just something about it, you guys. Honestly, it might sound weird, but don't knock it until you try it. Don't knock it until you try it is an idiom that means don't judge something or don't completely, what's the word I'm looking for? Rule out or eliminate the possibility of something before you try it. So even if you think, oh my God, that sounds so weird, you should just try it. Don't knock it until you try it. Anyways, I would love to leave you guys with a question, which is, do you personally have any weird food combinations that you love? Or maybe there's a weird food combo that exists in your culture or in your country that people do, and like people that aren't from your country might think it's a bit weird. I love weird stuff, and I love hearing these kinds of things. So yeah, let me know in the comments below any weird food combos that you personally love or from your country. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening or watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.